Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
I see no evil. I hear no evil. I speak not. Over here, loose lips will sink ships, but over here, my secrets will keep me sick. Do you see the conflict? So if the 12-step program tells me that my secrets keep me sick, then tell me what I need to do to fix this illness. Is there a pill for this? So if speaking is freedom, then it's what I don't tell that will keep me in a living hell. Okay, so shh, don't make a sound. It's my silence behind my secrets that weigh me down like ball and chain. I am dragging them around. My heart, my mind is shackled and bound by the weight of my secrets. Keep quiet. Keep quiet? My silence is your retainer and makes me the keeper and the container of your shit. The thing about it is that we all have secrets we don't tell, and if that's the case, we are all in this living hell. So, that quiet confession you whispered in my ear, it doesn't bring me closer, it instills fear. Fear begets secrets, secrets beget shame, shame knows my name. And this shame, I wear it like a second skin as I'm walking around this hell I'm living in. I don't even know what's true anymore. Is it my shit or is it yours? And don't tell me these secrets that I have to keep, because I'm choking on words and I don't get to speak. There's a child out there whose innocence is lost, and that's the cost this child has to pay so that we can play and pretend everything is okay. Just fucking let them go! These secrets. Some are yours, some are yours, some are hers, some are his. None of them are my business. I want no part of your illness. Your secrets make you sick. And it's not even so much the secrets themselves. It's the holding and the keeping that makes you unwell. In order to get you out of hell, you have to find someone else to tell, but don't tell me. Because I don't want any part of it. My lips will not be sealed for you. I hear no evil. I see no evil. Shh.
Up next, Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret.
Irish died when I was 4. He'd started smoking when he was 13, and he was a high-functioning alcoholic. I don't remember about him getting sick or when he died. What I do remember is at the funeral, I wanted to touch the body. I approached the casket, and I gently pushed my fingers against his cheek. When I was younger, I was not a tidy person. Well, when I was younger, I was a slob. I never put my dirty clothes in the laundry or put my clean clothes away. I never cleaned the dishes. I never cleaned the bathroom or helped them make dinner. I have a memory of a chart on the refrigerator with a magnet. Everybody was supposed to take turns with chores. I tangle of seething anger, guilt, shame, and relief, too.
Oh, Margaret.
Mom, I was gonna do it. And I really did intend to. You know, later. When I was younger, I never ate junk food. Well, I guess it's more accurate to say my parents didn't allow junk food in the house. We had to share everything, and we had strict rules about eating in between meals. My parents worked long hours, and I would go to my Aunt Jody's house after school. It was a paradise of forbidden foods. American cheese slices piled high on squishy bread, not that sawdust-tasting multigrain nonsense. Hot tarts galore, Kool-Aid, you name it. I would just keep eating. I couldn't stop myself. I felt a sinking despair, but such a thrill of pleasure. One of those times, my Aunt Jody mentioned my eating habits to my mom. Jody wasn't angry, she just mentioned it.
What happened to all the Pop-Tarts? You ate them all? Ugh, Margaret, you should know better.
Jody smoked out on the front porch. I stole my first cigarette from her. I hid in the tall grass in the backyard. I felt a sick, light-headed elation. Then, when I moved into college, I lived in an efficiency apartment. The mess got so bad that I basically moved into my boyfriend's place about a month after we started dating. The mess got so bad, it was like a nest of dirty and clean clothes piled high on the bed. The caked and smelly dishes were stacked so high that I'd recently taken to storing them in the shower. At the end of the semester, my boyfriend single-handedly cleaned and moved me out of my filthy apartment. I really was gonna clean and box everything up. I really was gonna quit smoking. But I just bought a new pack, so, you know, later. Eventually it got to the point where I just told my boyfriend I quit, but I lied. Then he found a lighter in my pocket. I never did my own laundry.
Did you start smoking again?
I use that to light the range at work. It's easier than looking for matches.
Okay.
My boyfriend stuck with me anyway, and he was always happy to do everything for me. Well, it's not like he loved doing everything without help all the time. He just knew it wouldn't get done otherwise. Around 10 years into our relationship, we started having these sudden, explosive arguments about little things that would circle that crap into the big thing. He needed me to be a partner. This is perfectly reasonable, but I would feel an all-consuming rage. I needed him to be wrong, and I needed to be right. Who are you to tell me what to do? I hate how you made me feel. That was a rough time. Eventually, with the help of counseling, I realized what I really hated was thinking about what it was like to live with me and how I took him and other people for granted. How my anger came from my own anxieties, and there's no one else to blame for that. Lizzle left is helping. I work at trying to appreciate my partner. I try to recognize when I'm thinking negative thoughts and correct them. I work on being less impulsive. I try to be honest to myself and others. Oh, this is so overwhelming to think about now. Let's talk about it later.
Up next, Jaslyn.
Thank you, Jaslyn. My butts and boots are sore. My butts and boots are sore. Butts and boots are sore. My butts and boots are sore. My butts and boots are sore.
I've been to these parties all my life. Psychic parties.
their fortunes read, or to seek advice, mostly about love. Some women are prescribed
An Epsom salt bath to clear your aura and stage your house clockwise with a window open. You have to stop searching for love. It clogs your spiritual and attractive energy.
Sometimes the readings seem even more vague and ridiculous, like they could never possibly happen.
You will meet this man in water.
You see?
What? You will meet this man in water and you will marry him.
Sometimes the women are even told that they themselves have the divine gifts and to just go psychic themselves.
Just ask this pendulum when you are indecisive about something and your angels will guide it. Ask specific yes or no questions. It will be your guide.
But for me, ever since I was 7 years old, I always got the exact same reading no matter what I asked for. Excuse me, Madam Psychic Ma'am. I know this is a lot to ask, but I need to know what I'm going to be when I grow up. See, career day is coming up, and for the past 3 years, I've been Kimberly, the Pink Power Ranger, but then my mom told me that I couldn't do that. And believe me, that was really hard to take, but now I need to know what I'm going to do. So I'm thinking maybe child psychiatrist, or dolphin trainer at SeaWorld, or maybe Secretary of State. What do you see?
Rose quartz.
I don't know what that is. Is that a job? Do I get to be on TV?
Rose quartz is the pure love stone. You will find true love, and you will find it early on.
Can I at least play with dolphins?
I'm so jealous.
Congratulations!
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Women congratulate me on a future I did not ask for and did nothing to deserve.
Oh, you got the best reading.
I wish mine were like yours. I wish I didn't have to deal with all the drama to be loved. But love is worth all the pain and drama in the world. It is the best thing.
I knew from that point that love wasn't supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be hard, painful. Because I already knew that beauty was pain, and love is the most beautiful thing. If loving is pain, then loving must be beauty, and we are told to want beauty, to crave beauty, but we can never declare ourselves beautiful. Beauty is all a good girl can aspire to, but never achieve. And love is exactly the same. We're told that nothing can be better than it, that we should do anything for it, but understand that we will never quite obtain it. And if we do, that's it. Close up shop, all your life accomplishments have been taken care of, thank you very much. No career or future accomplishment can possibly be more important, more lovely than being painfully, inextricably linked to some man. It had to be a man because I went to a really heteronormative psychic. Besides, as women, we couldn't possibly be enough to be our own happy, beautiful endings. I realized then that we are told to aspire to rose quartz, to idealize this life clouded by pink, fate-filled glasses that divorce us from reality and our own best interests.
I found him in the water.
Oh, she did. My mother, she met her second husband in the water. Though I'm inclined to think that she wouldn't have given him a second glance if it hadn't been for that stupid reading.
I was on a work trip in Australia, and I brought the kids so we could scuba dive in the Great Barrier Reef. We were supposed to go on an overnight boat where he usually worked, but plans changed at the last minute, so we ended up going on the sea quest. One of the dive instructors got sick, and he subbed in unexpectedly. It was fate.
It was food poisoning.
He took me scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef. He held my hand the whole time we were underwater. It was so romantic. I felt like it was meant to be.
As an instructor to an unlicensed diver, he was legally required to hold her hand.
I felt like my angels were smiling down on us. I felt at peace and so happy. God had finally answered my prayers. He knew I had kids. He took us all out for dinner. He was so good with them.
He took us to a trashy dive bar that was famous for their big-ass burger, indoor smoking, and pool tables.
I felt like I had found the love of my life. And when things went bad, I tried to make it work. I had to make it work. I couldn't fail. I couldn't give up because then maybe I'd be alone. And I had failed at the only thing we're supposed to be good at.
He was abusive in more ways than one. He cheated on my mother, hit my brother, and touched me in ways he shouldn't have. He broke things. He took away my food and replaced it with low-cal protein shakes. He took away my mother's independence and replaced it with these cracked, rose-colored sunglasses she wore to hide her tears.
I can't give up. You understand? I have to keep trying to keep the peace. I have to do everything I can for this. For love.
Am I pregnant?
No? Thank God!
She was! Or at least not yet. I guess technically it would take another day or two for the victorious little swimmer to go meet her egg, but my aunt, my super educated, intelligent aunt who went to med school, for Christ's sake, chose to rely on a pendulum as a form of birth control instead of getting a plan B.
So, who's the father?
My ex-husband. It was one night, one lonely mistake. But maybe it's fate.
No!
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I'm supposed to get back together.
No!
To raise this child together.
It's fate! No! It's fate! It's fate! Great voice in my head. Listen to me! I'm engaged!
Best thing you've ever done! I'm so proud of you, my baby girl. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. There is nothing better than this.
Oh, this is the greatest achievement of your life. Oh,
Good for you, honey. You know you'll never be happier than on that wedding day.
I told you. It's fate. Rose quartz. Young love, happy life. All you can or should ever want.
Except, I kind of thought that... I don't really think this is fate. Like, I think it's my choice. I'm really young and getting married, and maybe that's not the wisest of decisions, and who knows, in 10 years I might be divorced. At least it will be my decision. And I think I've accomplished other things. I graduated from Cornell. That was pretty cool. I had 3 majors, which was really stupid. But it required a lot more effort than just getting engaged. Can you guys can you just see what's going on? If this is fate, I don't want it.
Up next, Sue.
Which one?
Pearl Gut.
Thank you, Sue Pearl Gut. All dressed in black, with silver buttons, all down her back,
big feet. This is a close-up of me. And this is how I saw myself, all nose and hair.
My friends.
Notice their big feet. The popular crowd.
Da-da-da-da-da-da!
A lot of blonde and brown hair in the popular crowd. And Carol and Bobby, they're very important characters in this.
The boy I had a crush on.
Bobby, isn't he cute? But alas, sob, 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 he was in
The popular crowd.
Part 2. The saga of my hairy legs or how my heart hurt. This is Hamilton School, the 8th grade that I went to, and it was across town from where I lived, so I had to walk to school every day. It was a big deal. After lunch, we would all line up outside of school, and I heard Bobby and Carol talking about me. Did you see Sue's hairy legs? Did you see Sue's hairy legs?
Did you see Sue's hairy legs? Did you see Sue's hairy legs?
That was my heart. I was numb for the rest of the afternoon. Notice how their skirts and shoes match. Part 3. How my mother saved the day, or so I thought. I ran home from school and I yelled, "Mom, can I shave my legs?" My mother said we'd have to ask my father, so I had to wait until he came home from work. And I spent the afternoon having a fantasy of what my life would be like if I shaved my legs. I would be well-dressed, popular, beautiful,
So gorgeous.
and really, really bright.
Just relax.
My father said
Yes!
I was a happy girl. I borrowed his electric razor. I couldn't wait to go back to school the next day to see what Bobby and Carol were going to say. And I waited to see what Bobby and Carol were going to say. And I waited, but they just seemed further away and further away and further away.
Up next, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie.
You don't even know.
So fucking normal.
I mean, I hate myself, naturally.
Hates herself so fucking much.
I drink too much. Please don't tell anyone that, though.
It's a fucking secret.
See, I'm kind of sad. But not like I need pills sad, just like I have like a demon inside of me sad. Like, I don't know how to be sad. Like, I see all these people on Facebook and they look really put together. And they have lots of friends and they take pictures of themselves with their friends. And they're in relationships with people. And I can watch one friend go through like 2 or 3 relationships. Meanwhile, I haven't had sex with anyone for like 3 years.
Yeah.
It's called fucking intimacy issues, boo.
I mean, I don't love like everyone else. I think it would be cool to find someone and settle down, or whatever people do who don't want kids equivalent to settling down is. I don't know, travel and shit, raise dogs and shit. I love dogs.
She's fucking sick about dogs.
I mean, I just want normal fucking things that people have, like to wake up in the morning and feel happy about the day and not go through a checklist in my mind of all the dumb shit I need to do so that I can ultimately come home and watch TV. Like, that's the only reason I go to work, so I can come home and watch TV. And I watch so much fucking TV. It's actually kind of a problem. Sometimes I like to pretend I'm the characters in the shows I watch. I go to bed and I say, Jamie, dream that you're this person and everyone loves you.
That's
Fucking so weird.
Listen, I'm pretty great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, people really fucking like me. I mean, yes, sometimes I wonder if my whole personality is a constructed personality designed as a defense mechanism against a shitty childhood where my parents never told me they were proud of me, so now I seek it out from other people by going above and beyond in every motherfucking situation. And of course, being overweight, so I had to be funny, you know, your basic who the fuck am I sort of question, like, if I had nice parents and a nice body, who the fuck would I be?
Your body is not fucking cute.
That's for fucking sure.
So, you know, sometimes I drink a little bit and it makes me feel kind of good, like, oh, this feels pretty nice. And then I want to feel even nicer, so, you know, I drink some more. My mom was an alcoholic. That's what she died from. And my grandpa, I guess he died from it too.
Oh my god! This shit is getting so fucking dark!
Anyway, so it runs in the family, I guess. But for the most part, I'm aware of my proclivity to drink and fucking drink and never stop once that sweet, sweet liquor hits my lips. So I try to avoid it. I don't drink casually. Like, I can't have 1 or 2, so I don't even try. Well, sometimes I try, but I never succeed. I basically know once I start it's going to be a shit show, so I save it for times I don't have anything else to do. And for the most part, no one seems to care if I drink too much and I get too happy. People like it, I guess. They like it when I'm happy, which sort of makes me feel like, what the fuck? Why don't you like me as much when I'm not drinking? Because I'm not fucking happy? Well, excuse the fuck out of me. Life is hard, so fuck you!
She's fucking crazy!
I think about everything I do all the time. Like, I'll talk to some schmuck, some guy I don't even care about, and I'll replay that interaction in my mind all day, thinking about this goddamn schmuck, what I said to this guy, and if it was dumb or okay, or what he thinks of me. And I'll reread emails that I've already sent all the time. Like they're sent already. Why are you rereading a fucking already sent email over and over again?
Good fucking question, girl. Don't fucking do it.
So, I guess I care a lot what people think of me. So then when I drink, I hate prove myself for like 3 days. First day, I'm hungover. My hangovers range from incapacitating to a general malaise, like an overall fucking tiredness that makes your eyes burn. Like if I have to do something if I'm hungover, I just won't do it. I'll quit a job before I go in feeling like shit, so that may be the only thing keeping me relatively cool with the drinking, the hangover. Some somewhere during this first day, I start to really hate myself. At the beginning of the day, I'm like, fuck it. I deserve to have some fun. That was my mom's attitude as well. She was always like, fuck it. I had kids too young. I'm gonna party. But by the end of the day, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Everyone saw you out like an idiot and everyone hates you. You should just pack up and move away. Like extreme shit. Like get the fuck out of Dodge before the fucking witch mob gets here type of shit. So I'll send a few texts to people I've hung out with, see if they respond, see if they hate me, see if shit's weird. Sort of a general temperature taking measure type of thing. Second day, pure self-hatred. I've had time to think about it. I've resolved never to drink again, and it's your basic slow burn of shitty feelings. Third day, I want to drink again. I feel great, and I want to keep that good feeling coming. And then that opens up a whole new slew of shitty feelings, like, why can't I feel good without trying to dull it with alcohol? What kind of weird, fucked up childhood trauma shit is that? So, I really only drink like once every 2 weeks, because I think that's all my body and self-worth can handle. But sometimes I wonder when the demon will really come out. Like, when did my mom say fuck it and start drinking every day? When did she say fuck it and start drinking in the morning? Like, at what point are you just like,
Fuck it!
So I keep myself busy, lots of projects, lots of doing this and that, and TV, and being funny, and doing everything really, really well, so that everyone knows that I'm a normal fucking person.
A normal fucking person. Up next, Amelia. Thank you, Amelia!
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove my right song. My power's burning us. Right now I'll be strong. I'm my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left in me.
Can I help you with that? Just let me know how I can help.
Well, two things. First, ask if you can help and wait for an answer. Like you did. Thanks. You'd be surprised how many people just grab my arm and do what they think is necessary. It's like they don't think I can operate independently as a 40 to 50-year-old person. I mean, it's basic respect to let someone operate with self-determination. Secondly, I hope as a friend you'll reflect on understanding why people wish to help a disabled person. I'm constantly wondering if people offer help in order to help me out, or in order to make themselves feel better, to shorten the amount of time they have to gaze on a crippled body struggling with a step, or a door, or a stupid friggin' vegetable baggie.
So can I help you with the candle?
Sure, thanks.
Oh my. This is difficult, even with 2 hands.
Yeah, no, not so much, you see. I mean, I love you dearly, Jen, but yeah, no. This and 800 million other tasks were created to be achieved by bilateral good arms and hands. It's how our systems have evolved. Just think of every simple thing, Jen, like loading and unloading groceries, opening the car door with something in your arms, or the house door, or the fridge door, cutting a carrot, measuring a teaspoon of salt, using your turn signal, trying to get the twist tie back on the bread baggie, or wrestling these damn veggies into the grocery store baggie. So, yeah, no, you don't have trouble with 2 good hands.
Oh, gosh, I'm late. Gotta get over to the SPCA and get these papers in before the club. Somebody's parked in the handicap spot. Oh.
load, and there was no other parking close to the door, but I haven't been here long and I'm going soon.
Excuse me, there's someone parked in the handicap spot out here who doesn't have a permit, and she's unloading boxes.
Yes, I know that. She's only been there just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes.
Okay, everyone, you can take a quick break. We'll start the session again in 5 minutes.
Excuse me. I just have to ask again if you can make sure everyone leaves the space around their desks clear when they go on break. The room becomes completely inaccessible for me to get out for my break.
I'm so sorry, but it's just going to be for a few minutes.
Just a few minutes.
Pardon me, there's a truck in your lot that's parked over the only curb cut out there.
Oh, I can see that.
No, stop, don't even start, just stop. I mean, I do persist, but stop telling me your classroom, your office, your reserved space, or your supposedly accessible entrance is not accessible for just a few minutes. And you, please stop telling me that you can't walk the length of the parking lot a few times with your good arms, your good legs, and your perky little gait. No, don't even start. If you so much as take a breath to begin telling me it will be just a few minutes, I have to cut you off before you begin, because I am so done with it.
Up next, Sue.
Which one?
Brightly.
Thank you, Sue Brightly.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. Oh, I didn't know you were coming by.
Yeah, neither did I.
Are you doing anything right now? You want to help me crimp these ravioli?
Yeah. Maybe I should just watch this time, though. Remember what happened the last time I helped make ravioli.
Well, we won't ever forget that Christmas, will we?
Yeah.
We had to go out for hamburgers. 120 ravioli ruined.
Yeah, well, I'll give it a go if you like.
I'd like.
Mom, I know how to do this.
Well, it's been a little while. I just want to make sure. So, how are things? What's new?
Well, I changed my name. Did you know that?
Which husband are you on now? Third? Didn't you take his name?
No, we got divorced.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry, it's much better this way.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
Yeah, sure.
3 divorces. Well, as long as you're happy. Are you happy?
Yeah, you know, I really am happy.
So, you went back to your maiden name then?
No, that's the thing. I gave myself my own name this time.
Well, what's wrong with your maiden name?
My maiden name? Well, that's Dad's family name. You know, I got to thinking, my name, my identity, has always been determined by men. It's this holdover from when women were just considered men's property.
Well, that's not what it's about now.
Well, if it's not about a woman being a man's property, then why don't men take women's names when we get married? Or why not both come up with a new name?
Honey, nobody does that.
Yeah, well, I've been married 3 times now. And you know what? Every single one of my husbands just love the idea of me taking their name. They couldn't imagine it the other way around. They couldn't possibly imagine taking my name. Or both of us changing our names equally. You know what that is? That is reinforcement of inequality in a relationship right from the very beginning.
You know, honey, if you take that attitude, you're never going to have a marriage that sticks. Your father and I had 50 years.
Aw, you know, you gave up a glamorous career as a stewardess in the 60s. Do you ever wonder what your life might have been like if you kept flying? Or what if you'd gone on and gotten a degree? You were the valedictorian in your high school. You were a scholar.
Honey, all I ever really wanted to do was to become a housewife and a mother. Those really were my goals. Look at my sister. She went on with her career and then got divorced and remarried and divorced again and died alone and unhappy. You know I worry about you.
Well, you know, maybe she wouldn't have died alone and unhappy if she hadn't been an alcoholic either.
So, what did you change your name to?
Mom, this has been the most empowering thing I've ever done. Changing my name, creating my own name. It's been like finally taking control of my life by creating my own identity. It's like everything I do now, it's finally really me. It's mine. It's been a total game changer. I hear somebody say my name now, or I sign my name, and I'm so proud. I am no longer defined by anyone else.
My wacky daughter.
Oh, you know, coming up with your own name, it's really hard. I spent months thinking about it. You know, I didn't want to be defined by anyone else, but how did I want to define myself? You know, how do I want to live? How do I want other people to see me? How do I want to be remembered?
Well, that's a lot to pack into a name. So I take it you're not a Smith or Jones now, are you?
Oh, Mom.
Okay, so what did you come up with? What is this new name of yours?
Brightly. I am Brightly.
Brightly! Well, that's a nice one, honey. I was afraid it was going to be some Tibetan word for moondrop or a hippy-dippy something or other. But really, that's a very nice name. Good for you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Brightly. Bright like a light, bright like smart, bright like cheerful, optimistic. I think that's me.
I think that's you too. Oh, honey. I know we never really did see things the same way, but no matter what you decide to call yourself, I'll always love you. That will never change.
I know, Mom. I miss you.
Of course, now I'm going to have to update my address book again with your latest new name. How many times is that? 4? 5? I can't keep track.
Mom!
Up next, Erin.
Thank you, Erin!
Wednesday, May 1st, 2002. Dear Diary, Happy May Day! Yeah, right. Oh my god.
Oh my God!
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. I started my freaking stupid period today. It sucks.
What is this woman afraid of? How often a haunting fear spoils good times. But now, women can say goodbye to all of that. A new and different kind of sanitary pad is here. Just ask for Mudets. Then forget all your worries, for Mudets is
Certain safe!
Thursday, August 19th, 1971. Dear Mommy and Daddy, how are you? Are you having fun? Did you have a safe trip? Hosanna ran away again yesterday when the garbage men came. We all spread out to hunt for her. Mike found her about a block and a half away on Sunset, sitting in someone's yard looking around like an idiot, which she is.
Now, Stay Free gives you a feminine napkin that goes on with 2 simple adhesive strips.
Goodbye, belts and pins and fuss.
Dear Diary, I have to change the creeping thingy every 2 freaking hours.
Yeah, right.
Like Mrs. Haggerty is gonna let me out of class for anything.
When you're menstruating, pay more attention to your hair and your nails and plan to wear your prettiest dress. In other words, be your most attractive self.
You can bathe or shower as long as you use warm water.
And you can wash your hair as long as you dry it quickly.
1971. Dear Mommy and Daddy, I saw the high school schedule in the newspaper last night, but the junior high wasn't in there.
You can go to dances and picnics.
Oh, but I wouldn't recommend skating or horseback riding or strenuous dances or like square dancing or anything that'll bounce you around a lot.
I and the boys are supposed to bring $13.50 apiece for book rentals and locker fees on registration day.
Some girls are afraid of exercises, but not you. You can make up your own. You never skip a stretch because it's one of those days. And you never have to change your pace thanks to Tampax tampons.
The Tampax tampon and its applicator are completely flushable and biodegradable. Disposal is a lot more convenient and discreet. When a tampon is in use, embarrassing odor can't form. Dear Diary, I'm using a pad because I'm scared to use a tampon.
Ew!
This paddy thing is so big though, I'll probably have to use a tampon.
I needed a pad, and Meg says,
Pads are like diapers and don't get rid of odor. Try Playtex tampons.
Playtex Gentle Glide tampons? How fresh.
Dear Mommy and Daddy, I made those cookies again this morning. They are very good. I help grandmother all the time. She hemmed up my house coat. I told her mother would, but you know grandmother.
When it comes to your clothes, you know what's right for you.
But if you're still using the same feminine napkin that your mother gave you when you had your first period, maybe that's because you don't know. There's a difference between pads.
Kotex in regular, super, teenage, and V form.
Wednesday, May 29th, 2002. Dear Diary, 8th grade assembly today. I started my period and I had to run to the bathroom before I ruined my white dress.
For mother.
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 For mother only.
Wednesday, June 5th, 2002. Dear Diary, I'm very proud. I've used a tampon 3 times.
Mother, I've started my period again, and I haven't told grandmother.
Dear Diary, I think this period is almost over, and I'm gonna celebrate. Next, Rachel. It's perfect.
a little girl try to convince her father to let her go without her swimsuit. Her obvious comfort with her own babby contrasts sharply with the other women there, like me. We try desperately to hide in oversized t-shirts. We choose the plainest bathing suits, black bathing suits with vertical stripes in an effort to try to transform our shapes through visual illusion. We're so uncomfortable and so ashamed of our own bodies. I find myself wishing that somehow that little girl could grow up and retain her unself-conscious beauty, and that the rest of us, with our vertical stripes and shame-faced walks, could somehow be transported back to that time when we knew how to live in our bodies and we knew how to love ourselves.
Or did we?
I remember, 4 years old, I sneak downstairs early one morning before anyone else is up, get 2 grape popsicles from the freezer, and eat them while hiding under the kitchen table, hoping no one will discover me there with my secret treat.
I remember.
6 years old, my father, fasting to try to lose weight this time around, proudly holds up a tall glass of water with a flourish and proclaims, "This is my dinner." I wonder if I should have water for dinner too.
I remember.
8 years old. I tell my mom I want some cheese doodles. She says no. I keep asking for cheese doodles. After the 4th or 5th time, she snaps, "You need cheese doodles like you need a hole in the head."
I remember.
12 years old. I carefully read 2 books over and over again, hoping to absorb willpower and inspiration from the pages. Each book is about a teenage girl who develops an eating disorder. I train myself to purge my food like the role models in those books. I envy their stronger will that allows them to become perfectly anorexic. And the best I can manage is messy, imperfect bulimia.
If you have an eating disorder, eating is not about nourishing your body.
Food is like your savior one second and your worst nightmare the next.
Food becomes the lens through which you understand the world.
It's like fighting an invisible argument every single second of every single day.
It's like when you're watching a scary movie and the girl's about to go into the dark, spooky room alone.
You want to scream, "Stop! Don't do it!" Except you are the girl and you're watching yourself. But there isn't anything you can do about it.
Imagine there's someone living in your house who does not have permission to be there and won't leave.
You try to get them to leave and they just bunker down. Eventually they convince you that you can't live without them.
You might learn to disagree with them, or even disobey them.
You force them into a basement or dark closet, and even though you can still hear them screaming, you find a way to ignore them. Eventually, you realize they've gone, and you cover up what you can with paint and plaster.
But every time you hear a bump in the night, you secretly wonder if they finally come back.
Having an eating disorder is like being trapped in a room with an angry tiger. You have to figure out how to lock the tiger up in a cage in order to survive. But then you realize you have to let him out 3 to 6 times a day for a walk, and then lock him back up again, knowing there's a good chance he'll escape every single time.
You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. In order to change your diet permanently, you have to believe that there is a life out there bigger, beyond food and weight. Okay? All together now?
I treat my body with love and kindness.
I let go easily of the things that no longer serve me.
Food will not protect me from the pain in my life.
At every meal, I have the chance to treat myself with care or to cause myself discomfort.
I eat foods that are good for my body.
I accept that I will never be perfect. This isn't helping. I can't keep doing this to myself, but I can't stop. I can't stand living in this body anymore. There's got to be something that will help.
Okay. Keep a food journal. Keep track of what you eat, when you eat, why you eat, how much you eat, and of course, how you feel when you eat.
Avoid gluten and all grains.
Eat lots of whole grains.
Start each day with a cup of warm water with lemon juice.
The key is mindful eating. Don't make any foods forbidden.
Avoid carbs. Protein is key.
A raw vegan diet is key.
Oh, start running. If you run, you can eat whatever you want.
No, cardio will slow down your metabolism. Lift weights to build muscle. But remember, dear, what Janine Roth said in her book, Breaking Free from Compulsive Eating, if you want to get thin, you have to, and you try to get thin by judging yourself, not believing in yourself, you'll wind up a frightened and unhappy human being. Okay, that's all we have time for. See you next week.
46 years old. I still haven't broken free. I remember that day at the pool, I take a closer look. There are lots of women there who look as uncomfortable as I feel, plucking at the elastic legs of their swimsuits and hiding under towels. But there are exceptions. One woman in a fluorescent pink bathing suit, undeniably overweight, but beautifully round, like a figure in a Renaissance painting. Another woman, sitting cross-legged on her towel, completely unself-conscious in a scanty two-piece suit, calmly eating a sandwich with her abundance on full display and without a care about who might be watching. As I look at them, I feel the stirring of hope, and I think I catch a glimpse of a different path, a different way of being. That path is elusive. Once in a while I see it, but usually it's hiding behind all the vertical stripes and conflicting voices. But maybe someday I'll walk that path. Maybe even wearing a fluorescent pink swimsuit.
Up next, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Touch! We touch to communicate. A hand on a shoulder for comfort.
A pinch to incite an annoying sibling.
A kiss to say, goodbye, I'll miss you.
We touch for functional purposes.
A touch to wipe off mustard. A massage to relax muscles.
But each person's response to touch varies individually.
The sensory pathway of our brain transmits information about the pressure, location, and texture.
This is then filtered through our social and emotional pathways, which ultimately dictates how the touch is experienced.
Touch!
When you touch me, I respond with my personal touch story. This is that story. In 1989, touch welcomed me.
Oh, so sweet.
In 1991, touch hurt me.
Ow, that hurt.
In 1992, touch soothed me.
I guess that's no to the ginger ale, huh?
In 1993, touch startled me. Boom! In 1994, touch entertained me.
See, oh, play, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies free, climb up my apple tree.
In 1995, touch violated me. Okay, now I'm going to guess where you put my hand.
Okay.
Elbow.
Okay, all right, my turn. Oh.
Then, touch infuriated me. Hey! Touch chilled me.
Hey, how's it going?
Touch taunted me.
Hey, poke. Hey, poke. Poke. Stop it! Poke, stop.
In 2002, touch challenged me. 2003, Hutch healed me. Hutch supported me.
Shoulders back, chin up, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hutch brought me unity.
Hands in.
Comments on 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
In 2008, Hutch showed me compassion.
Good work.
In 2009, Hutch assaulted me. In 2011, Hutch invested me. In 2014, Hutch protected me.
Hey, are you okay? Come on. It's gonna be all right. I'll help you. You're gonna be okay.
Finally, in 2017, I am capable of trusting Hutch. Up next, Allie.
Thank you, Allie.
2 more rehearsals. Places, everyone. All right, looks good.
Five, six, seven, eight.
Stop. Sorry. Did I mess up the chords? No, it's great. Really good. Almost perfect.
Great.
Yes, but it's not. Something's missing. Something big.
Should we change the choreo?
No, the choreography's great. It's not that.
It's you! I'm sorry?
Oh, sweetie, don't take it so personal. You're easy to like, but hard to love. We need to believe in you. We need to rally behind you. We need to lust after you.
Okay. Can you give me a specific direction that you think will help me achieve that?
Yes, we have to change you.
Completely!
You have to be sexy. We'll make the change we discussed earlier. All right, everyone, take 5 and come back ready to roll.
Thank you, Five!
Oh, honey, don't take it so hard. It is nothing personal.
It's show business!
Well, don't look so excited.
Why should I look excited? You're here to take my part.
Jeez, with that attitude, it's no wonder they brought me in.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're no fun.
Oh, and you are?
Duh. Hasn't anyone ever told you?
Blondes have more fun!
Try to think of this as an opportunity.
For what? Erasure? Embarrassment?
How about collaboration? Together, you and I can be great. We can be total showstoppers.
I can steal the show on my own, thank you.
Obviously not.
Then why was I cast?
Potential!
Everyone's making me feel like I'm not good enough.
Sweetie, this is theater.
You're never going to be good enough.
There'll always be someone better, waiting in the wings to take your place.
I feel like I'm losing myself.
Isn't that theater, though?
Sorta, but representation matters. I want to see characters that I can relate to. I want to play characters other women like me can relate to. Characters we don't get to see very often. Not another character like you.
Hey! What kind of anti-feminist bullshit is that? Instead of tearing me down, you should be building me up. We're in this together.
I've been building you up my whole things aren't easy for you. And I hate that we can't seem to have this conversation without you feeling like I'm tearing you down. I don't want to do that. But I need you to see what I'm going through. Because it's not the same. I see a lot of protagonists like you today. Lots of Emma Stones and J. Laws and Amy Schumers. But what about women like me? With brown skin and crazy hair and complicated queer identities. I mean, we exist. So why aren't we represented?
I don't know.
Look, honey, neither one of us asked for this, but I'm here now, so just use me.
I don't see how.
Oh, you'll think of something.
I don't want to.
Just breathe.
I feel like a failure.
It will be okay.
No, it won't.
I'm sorry.
All right, places, everyone.
Oh, perfect. This is just what the piece needed.
All right, let's take it from the top.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop. You have to get the choreography right. We have 2 days into the show, and if you can't get it right, I will find someone who will. Oh, this is so perfect. It's just what we needed.
You're sexy. You're a star. I don't feel so good.
Well, you look good. All right, everyone, take it from the top, and then we can go home and get some rest. Once more, good feeling.
5, 6, 7, 8.
No.
What? What did you say?
I said no. I won't play this part. Not like this.
Excuse me?
You didn't cast a white blonde girl. You cast me, a brown-skinned, crazy-haired Latina. I'm an actress. I can take directions. But don't tell me this is the only way to be sexy. Don't tell me this is the only way to fit the part. Look what a hit Jane the Virgin is. Gina Rodriguez is a star. People rally behind her. So what's stopping me? Not you, and not me. And not this. Don't need this bullshit. Don't want your regret. Try believing in me. I'm nothing made up. I'm not all far-fetched. There are heroes like me. We come inside with many colors that are different from you. We'll bust your walls up and bring the house down. Don't you know that it's true?
Yeah, but it was good.
It was real.
I don't care what it was. It doesn't belong on this stage.
Fine. I'll find another stage. Or I'll make my own. I don't need your stage. Neither do I.
Neither do I.
She persists. Bows.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Bells.
Thank you, Bows.